It's 1 minute until technically 7 already.
Technically, it's fine. My game is being dumb and not showing. This is a great start.
My goodness. Yeah,
do you want to show game? There it goes. Hello everybody, and we are struggling already. It's okay. This is how things work. This is Violet.
Hi.
She's from a group I'm in which we voice act Danganronpa characters. She usually voices characters like Sonia Nevermind, Pekka Pekayama, Junko and Shima and stuff. But she's here with me today to voice act Doki Doki characters instead. And so, should we just hop right on in? Let's just go on. You can see things on Discord just fine, right?
Yeah, I can see everything just fine.
Let's load our game in. I have a lot of saves. Already have a lot of saves. So Violet will be Monica and Natsuki, and I'm going to be Sayori and Yuri.
Oh man. I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Determination! Someone killed me. Joining this club and now picking a piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you.
Nafti goes your heart grows with determination. Yes.
I'm super happy that you all do. I'm sorry for laughing. The determination still has me. And I'm super happy that you're all waiting, willing to help out for the festival too.
Determination has ruined all of us. It's okay.
I can't wait for the festival. This is going to be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a little bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have 2 fried squid?
Not to get out of here. Festival of determination.
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look for. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid?
What is that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean if you don't like squid? You're like, what?
I don't know. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean, you of all people?
See, that's what I'm asking, Monica.
Because it's in your. I'm sorry. Monica? That's not how you say my name at all. Also,
oh my god.
That's a joke. Made no sense in translation. I'm so bad.
Fourth wall breaking her.
Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's, anyway.
Excuse me? Where is Sayori, anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course! Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little bit off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. distracted from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should go ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Arisu, Kimmy, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say that I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging an eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Arisu. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important for me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try asking her myself.
Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she's just had some hard times bringing it up with a person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Arisu.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well...
Oh!
I probably
Hold on.
shouldn't...
Corn moved to the streaming chat, and so now he's suddenly popped up on my stream.
Oh!
We have a surprise appearance from Corn!
Oh my!
Get out of here, Corn. You're not in this stream. Back to the game.
Oh, I probably shouldn't say too much, but... Suri talks about you more than anything else you know.
Eh?
She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Suri's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been.
You're so funny, Arisu. Have you thought that maybe you've been seeing her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know, anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try talking to her, so try not to think about it for now.
So Nafti, it's not because Coin joined this chat, it's that, that's the thing I had set up for the other chat that we have, the streaming corner in that, or the streaming thing in that chat. And so because he hopped into there, it popped up on my screen because it's linked to Twilight server and not this server.
Oof.
Yeah. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori's sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice quiet so I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica.
Okay, everyone.
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori.
Probably something very rude.
Oh no.
The
this is your best one so far. It's really nice, Arisu. Thanks. Siri, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Eh? Of course! Everything's fine! Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Arisu Kimi? I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems the way Hiri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end... Yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I sometimes have to put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. And so sometimes it's just easier to write when I'm thinking about you. Sayori? No. Arisu? I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. That was not English. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She snivels and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Arisu. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself.
That just got dark.
Yeah. Hey, Natsuki, how are you doing?
Is one alright?
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style.
Wait, we never got to read Sayori's poem. No.
I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyways? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just like one of us is in a club that has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you just end up scaring me away?
That's, it's not like I like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
I'm sorry, that was you. Oh. Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. But don't worry, I was too.
How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurts. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway...
Natsuki holds out her poem to me like nothing ever happened. By the way I had done it is I read the poems in their voice, so here you go. You can read this.
Oh god! I'll be your beach? Okay, this could be really fun. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that I am bad at words. Oh my god!
Diminished.
That diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with bright light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be that beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you'll daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought that left you long ago. Ah, let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in footprints trails. Set your free in my windly sails, and remember the reasons you're wonderful. And then when you press your lips to mine, oh my,
Oh, Natsuki.
I'll be, I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you'll daydream each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart skip a leap. Skip a leap.
Oh
I'll
no.
be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that your thoughts had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Oh my, that was. Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, a beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach.
I can think of several things.
There's drowning, there's, shark.
So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have both of us write about it, or whatever. Ugh, you really see her doing that, do you? Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy? Well, it's not like I care.
Baka?
I just did it that anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of a metaphorical too. But nothing wrong with doing that for once in a while. At the very last, it was a good practice.
Yeah,
Wow.
next up is Yuri. We just go down the list. I see. I think you're improving at writing in general, Arisu. But I can't help feel a little bit foolish. Huh? What for? Just... I feel like I kept trying to offer advice, when it should have been clear to me that you prefer a different writing style. I probably just sounded arrogant. I'm so stupid. Yuri, that's a little... No, you don't understand. I spent so much time worrying about what's better and what's worse. Not just with you, with Natsuki and Sayori. It's obvious now why no one's had fun when talking to me, and because of that, I'll just keep my mouth shut about your poem. Yuri buries her head into her arms on her desk. That's not the first time I've seen her do that. I don't think it's ever as bad as you make it sound in your head. I think if people really didn't like talking to you, then it would be a lot more obvious. I know that you like to read deeply into things, but some things are just worth taking at face value. I've just gotten so used to it that it's hard for me to comprehend any other possibility. Got used to what? Reading deeply into things? Being disliked? Yuri? What am I saying? I'm sorry. I never meant to bring this up. Yuri turns away from me. You should go. Huh? Please don't look at me right now. I want to do some thinking. Are you sure? Yuri nods. Alright. I leave Yuri be. Comforting or reassuring her is nearly impossible as it is. So when she wants to be alone, I think anything I say could only make things worse. I feel bad, but thankfully she doesn't take it out on me. I'll wait until she's feeling a little better. Well, turns out I don't have to read anything today. It's all you. Wow. All the poems are yours.
Hi, Arisu. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem and I'm holding my hands.
It's kind of funny.
How so?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poem and Sayori's poem have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time with her together lately, haven't you?
I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see. I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little off today.
Yeah, did she tell you something?
Well, Arisu, you haven't been flirting with her, have you?
Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do.
Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This isn't a time to be talking about this.
Oops, I didn't mean to click.
I'll share you my poem with you now, alright?
Alright.
Oh, great. I had to talk to her now. The lady the lady who knows everything. An old tale tells
Sorry.
An old tale who tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meanings, all purpose, and all that ever sought. And here I am, a feather. A lost, drifted the sky, a victim of the current of the wind. A day after day, I search with little hope, knowing the legends don't exist. But when all else failed me, and when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glinting in the twilight sky. Until one day.
Whoops. There we go.
Woo, wow.
We're going back and forth a little bit.
Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, as gentle as a feather, dry as a quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look her in the eye and find no end in her glaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds with a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we all seek the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning, and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical,
Philosophical.
or anything. Philosophical, that's how you say it.
Yeah.
But it was kind of my mind that I wrote that about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, paradoxical. I can't say these words. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yes, that. Anyway, there's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writings because you're afraid it's not that good? Oh, hi. Hold on a moment.
Oh? Do I need to take over for a second? Okay, I'll take over for a second. It can really be disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. You good?
I'll be back in just a minute. My food just got here.
Okay, you're good, don't worry. Because
Okay.
instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange, you know? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Let me sip some water real quick. Sayori's always helps lighten the mood a little, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on! Actually, she wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No, first of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now, Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell when things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. Dying. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at the desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyways, that just leaves you, Arisu. The one who truly is useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monika's suggestion I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monika's gonna give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Arisukimi might not be around if you, make him out to only be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more more like you're just making excuses for Arisa to... what are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. Beep bop pow. In the end, I think it's up to Arisa to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah, Arisa, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course I'm going with... Theory. I mean... If it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate it that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. You picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. Huh? What? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work the most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Arisa was the one who... Does it matter? You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make reasonable decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? We're struggling a bit. It sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know? We wouldn't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If you want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So, are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Arisu to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Huh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that... That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you're fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's... good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome! I don't think that really counts. What about you, Arisakimi? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not... I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I think Yuri's feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offered to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are one of the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. But you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but... Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people to say such encouraging things? But I began to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a little bit longer. I probably got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yura at the door as they chat to each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you don't have any way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. More water. We're struggling. Natsuki's voice especially kills me. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring over all the ingredients. Oh, wait. You're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like, I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were gonna give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki's gonna come I can't talk now either. And there's a police siren. Whee! Natsuki's gonna be coming over to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're out of sight of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shook my head. Why do I feel so nervous about Sayori finding out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself... Hold on. I need to check something here.
I'm back, sorry.
Hold on. Alright, so we're hanging out with Natsuki.
Oh!
And it's Sunday. Just became Sunday.
Oof.
Frankie the dog. Yeah. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. Putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing about Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses when we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to the bedroom, where I finally found her. Sayori? Hi, Misakimi! I sit in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize— can we just— like, her room is not, like, super messy in this, just saying, like, bruh.
It looks better than most people.
Right? It's better than mine. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... wait, how do you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Oh, so it's just me and Natsuki then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stands in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Arisu. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So just tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Arisu. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really going to make me say it, aren't you, Arisu? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care into waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I can do, I would have at least tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Arisu. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends with and get closer to everyone in the club, it feels like a spirit going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Arisu. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was being selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Arisu? Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus, but please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Arisu? Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change, and I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Arisu. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it well with you? It's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I'll look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki's coming over, too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Look at her, she's so cute.
Aww. Sup?
Hey, I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes made the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyways, I'm coming in.
Just saying, we have a pretty big house for somebody living alone, pretty much, right? Like, are we living alone? No, we're in high school. We have to be living with our parents or something, right?
I thought our parents were, like, out on a trip or something.
Are they? What about, like... I don't know, like, this is a pretty big house for, like, 3 people, potentially.
For someone who's at school and doesn't have a job, too.
Yeah, right? I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You burnt everything? Sorry, that just seems like something your character, the main character, would say.
True.
You brought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. I'm glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Arisu?
Come on, since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried all that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small, and I also am better than other people. But, jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can come. Sorry, I had to push up my glasses. Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school.
Also, good evening, Hope.
Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I've gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are teasing me like a kid! I was just saying, just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature, sexy figure like Yuri doesn't, like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki?
I didn't say anything.
Look at the little teepsy. She got the little teepsy. I should apologize. I appreciate that you are trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
How could you say that anyway?
Just trust me on this one.
Gross.
Hey, was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You'll get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Arisu.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's set aside for now, is finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we have to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Arisu, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, and I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this. At all. Can you at least try to have fun?
Oops. I am having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool. Are you eating?
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good.
It's not like baking, it's just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki's proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess it with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah, it'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing already.
You're icing it? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. I twist harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with her finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross! You got it on my face!
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish! I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use the other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Oh my. Stop!
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me? You shouldn't really tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing.
What? Did you seriously just...
Natsuki's so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Kimiso? You really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me, just like that? How did the mood turn this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I noticed her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left the dirty tray in here, dummy! How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sits on top of the stove. And in another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. Tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven, then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like never ever happened.
That's smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling, warm air fills the room.
Now, look at that. How cute they look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you get creative. Here, scoop an icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that'll make them look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for? I picked up one of the nozzles that had a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually.
Eh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. Huh?
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually really cute, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on, we're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and expect me not to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Same with you.
Did you say something?
No, nothing! Let's just do the icing.
Ooh. Thank you to Pyro Cynical for the follow. It's appreciated. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing and then we get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but... my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Seriously, the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be 10 cupcakes down already. And she still would eat dinner.
Come on, that's unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much as I can of it. Well, anyway. I told him we would have some time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Ah, already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sarah carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me in that way. She listens to you.
Yeah. I think again to the conversation I had with Sarah earlier today. I felt so helpless. Zoe always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, well, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Eh?
Whoops. What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking could be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you.
Arisu, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I really want to stay longer if I could. But I feel the same way as you do, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki! Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the side of my shirt as if holding onto me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes filled my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me.
I felt it. For a while now.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori?
Huh? Hi, Arisu. Sayori? Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Arisu. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well... You should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out.
Aw, really? That's too bad.
Well, yeah. I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of the cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Arisu? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika's right. I should just... Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Rizu. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started liking you too much. I did this to myself. Arisu, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand on Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said that I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Which are we picking? We did pick Sayori as our, love interest, pretty much, so...
Probably.
I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Arisu? Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Arisu, is this really okay? Yeah. I held Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Arisu. I want to be with you forever. Me too. Oh! Childish sad BNO. Thanks for the follow. Such a sad scene. But thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it.
It's a really cute scene if you think about it.
Cute but sad. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all very soon. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's what matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Arisu? Sayori gazed at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I trust you. You know what's best for me? Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori's the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes for her to have a happy future with her.
No, that's adorable.
It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend more time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. Speaking. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Arisu! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets of on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing that it's not that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all?
You shouldn't take responsibility for her, Arisu. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I'll probably know a lot more than you think.
Huh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, that's so too.
I flipped through the pages. I really hate that this part right here does not have any music. It's so unsettling. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one that she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading this poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Arisu? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so...
Ah! Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom. Monica?
Sorry. Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal at least to wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. And that's all she needs. That's what I need to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori...
Oh no.
Sayori, no.
That's really sad. What?
She's my favorite character, too. This happens to all my favorite characters in games, man.
Oh, it happened to mine a couple of minutes. In Dinkorama it happened. With the ultimate homekeeper.
The hell?
Yeah.
What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is probably a better expression for this. Here. This is probably better and more accurate. This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it had always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never.
That's really sad.
And...
Oh, that was really, really sad. Oh,
oh, look at that.
My goodness.
What happened to you, Sayori?
Why is she a mixture of all three of them? Sorry for laughing, but I love how I noticed how she's a mixture of all the rest of them.
Yeah, we're smiling, but we're gonna be crying smiling because we just lost Sayori.
Oh yeah.
Achievement unlocked. Starting a game.
Oh, dropping your eye for a quick.
I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. By the way, if you want, just so that I'm reading stuff too, I can read Monica now, and you can just take Natsuki, because Sayori's,
Sure. No, I'm okay with that.
no longer here.
Thank you. My dog is being annoying. Stop.
But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh in the idle crosswalk as I let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always told myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. And it's a world where Sayori no longer exists, I guess. But I have to wonder, if Sayori no longer exists, who lives in that house across from us then? Just saying. There's always an anime club, but it's not like there'd be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Arisukimi? Monika? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Micah smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. Let me drink a little bit of water again real quick.
Lubricate your voice, sweet thing. It's okay.
You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Police sirens, can you not? In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm studying a new one. A literature club. Oh. Okay. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Right? Really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, Arisu. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Oh. Angie, dropping by for a quick second to say you guys are doing a great job. Make sure to clip this so I can see your reactions. Oh my lord, Angie.
Yeah,
I mean... oh, just like, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you would do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Arisu, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're most important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly followed Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me! Oh?
Oh.
A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Arisu. Oh, word escaped me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right?
No, I'm not. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Arisukimi in a classroom. And he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monika! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance if you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know...
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. What a worse run. No theory, no cupcakes. This is Bologna. Why did you come sit down, Arisu? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks into the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised to see there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well... I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places the tea cup in front of each of us. I'm stuttering a whole lot more now. Before setting down the teapot in the middle. You give a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Arisukimi, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Sorry.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp onto something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, what's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest features of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea! How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzingly at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them to each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for us all to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Arisu? Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What is that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and... I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Arisu. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been really trying to find new members. And if we don't find one before the next festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed, so if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean it, Arisu? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you're really just left after all this, I wouldn't be super pissed.
Arisu, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You really are amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
That should be 5. 5 or more.
Huh?
To become an official club. I'm thinking about like the Japanese type schools. I thought you had to have 5 or more to become an official club.
It would probably be different per school, though.
True. You are correct about that.
Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Arisu, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait! With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have to change to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. So now that we don't have Sayori, who are we wooing? Oh, we've unlocked a special poem. A dream.
You want me to read this?
Oh, sure, go for it.
A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon an empty room. Its ceilings and walls beyond deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side or to a wall or anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I slipped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. I figured out which way was up. I surfaced myself. The air was humid, sorry.
You're good.
And the sound of my splashing
Reverberated?
Reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by darkness. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired.
Interesting poem.
It was.
So. Oh, all our saves are gone too.
Oof.
Well,
no more going back.
Guess we can't go back really. So who are we going after now? Here, I'll put it up in a poll here. Because I have ability. Let's do a manage a poll here. New poll. Who should be the next love interest? Natsuki or Yuri? And let's put it up for like 2 minutes. Start the poll. Okay guys, so anybody in the chat, go ahead and click on the poll and you can vote who you think should be the next love interest.
Inflatable, skipping, vanilla, feather, amazing dysentery, play, anxiety, mascara, milk. That's a bunch of weird words. There's a 50-50. One says Natsuki and then one says Yuri. Which would have to be a roll of a dice. Both good characters to fall in love with.
Right?
Yeah.
Why am I getting added to chat? Hold on. Cruz just put me in a chat. If somebody goes like my advertisement work, I got you a customer. What?
Nice.
So someone wants a commission from me because of Cruz. Thank you so. I don't know if Cruz is watching right now, but if you are, thank you so much. Oh my god. All the good news. Oh my goodness.
So it's oh my goodness.
So I might have a commission to work on.
You might also have to tie.
Will I?
Yeah, probably.
Are you kidding?
It's between now. It's 50% Yuri, 50% nuts. Yeah, you're gonna have to do a tie. The roll of a dice.
Oh gosh. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to run an ad here while I go in. I'm gonna like flip a coin pretty much to see which one we woo in that case. So I'll see you guys back after the ads. Run some ads real quick. There we go. Is it working? Ads?
No.
There it goes. And let's do 50-50 roll.
There was an ad that rolled already. There was an ad
Okay,
that
so
oh, there it goes. Okay.
Okay, so let's do heads Natsuki, tails Yuri.
Alright.
I'm doing like a virtual coin flip. Head. I said heads Natsuki, right? So it's Natsuki.
Yeah.
We're going for
Natsuki.
Natsuki.
Okay.
We're good.
Now we have 2 ads we need to wade through. Which technically you can still go because you kind of are off down to the tiny picture. It's weird. Oh my god, these are good ads.
Alright, everybody, we should all be back from any ads that we're running.
Yep.
And so, the heads and tails flip has been decided. It was heads Natsuki, tails Yuri, and we flipped heads. So we're going for Natsuki today. Or at least now? Question mark? So let's pick all the cute things. Milk. That would be Sayori. I'm gonna do this because I'm curious. So now Suicide goes to Yuri instead of Sayori. Okay. Let's do Smile. Cheeks. Parfait. Oh, that's her. I thought Fickle sounded like a cool, cute word. Chocolate. Puppy. Nibble. Spinning.
But like, I feel
Jump.
like for Hawaii,
It seems that most of the things that usually would have been Sayori's, the cuter ones went to Natsuki, and the sadder ones went to Yuri, it seems like.
Yeah.
Kitty. Charm. Embrace? No, that's your... Oh. You saw that too, right?
Yeah.
Haha, skipping. Cute. Doki doki. Skirt.
Oh, what the? I just saw a word that was
Don't
really
question it! Oh shoot, that was hers. How about amazing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a little bit of a Yuri jump scare there, it looks like. Hi again, Arisukimi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Oh, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh.
What?
Yuri? What's wrong with your what was wrong with your face? Thanks for keeping your promise, Arisukimi. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Okay!
What? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack.
Essentially, I haven't ever played this game myself. I've seen playthroughs of this game a long time ago, so I know roughly where the story goes, but I don't remember most of any of the jump scares and stuff like that. So like, I might not have been surprised by, say, Sayori, but I did get surprised by some of the jump scares. Oh my.
I haven't played it or I haven't seen it. Anyone play it either, so it's kind of all new to me.
True.
You already had to be drugged here.
Drugged here? Monica's drugged us, oh my god.
Monica, just let me stick this into your neck, Yuri. There you go. Good thing. Natsuki, get here. Come here. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us serious, then you won't see at the end of it.
Oh.
Why is she in front of the test?
Natsuki certainly does have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literal!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Yurisu. Why is Yuri so close to us now? Her head's being cut off.
Oh, she is.
Wait, no, it's the entire room in the background. The room is going askew.
Oh my, that's true. You don't realize until you look at the desk.
Well, be sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyways, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well,
there's a chair in the closet.
What?
Look in the closet back there, there's a chair.
Oh yeah, is that like the chair that Sayori was standing on?
I don't know, but there's a chair in the closet.
I can't really... For a second, for some reason, I thought the music sounded off.
No, it didn't. It was still playing.
I really can't say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Oh, wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, that's not that, Yuri. I just want to try to be part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Okay, at this point, everyone's definitely noticed this by now. Like, if they had noticed before, they are definitely noticing it by now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, but it should keep your attention, and even if you don't usually read, and we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is...
Oh my gosh.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? You can pick out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, there it goes. Back to normal. Cool. Yay!
Yeah, but the chair in the closet's still there.
Yeah. Casual chair in the closet. Don't worry about it. Now that everything's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off with some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's been waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Ugh.
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? That's why.
Fucking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot! What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
Shouldn't he already know that Natsuki's into manga because he said that manga is literature and then he should already know her stance on manga.
Oh, true.
Just
Definitely,
saying.
but this game is weird.
True. What's that supposed to mean? I see. It's also a dating sim kind of game to where the MC is always super dense and stupid.
True.
There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing the box set in with one beat missing?
Hold up.
Probably the most
Razor Breeze, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. We've gained like 3 freaking followers this stream already.
Oh my.
God dang. Thanks for the follow. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring.
Perfect.
Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to click, sorry. Parfait Girls?
You.
Oh, I thought that was you. Oh, I'm dumb. Sorry.
It was you.
Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge it, you can go do it through that glass door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything.
That was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Arisu. Don't judge a book by its cover. Tell you one thing.
It doesn't have the thing.
No. In fact.
Now does it have it? No, it doesn't have any of this. Cool. I was trying to see if maybe we could see what she had said. Not a problem. We talked a long time ago in the comfy corner. We did? Oh. Well, thanks for the follow. I still appreciate it. I have trouble remembering names a lot of the times. If I heard your voice, I probably would remember.
You have 5 viewers watching this right now.
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Just don't stand there.
What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why's that? I guess it is easier to be closer together like this.
No.
Ooh, oh my god, it's totally mine! Bring up the ooh, please. Look, Natsuki's expression is exactly what everyone in the stream just thought whenever I said that.
Don't say it. Just don't say that.
Whoops.
Like that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Can we see the thing now?
No. Just don't stand there.
Nope, it just cuts straight there. Oh, I guess we're never gonna get to know. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Frankie. Why are we yelling? We're yelling because I pulled out the uwu voice. You know, the one that absolutely everybody just loves me using and does not cringe at all.
No, because your uwu voice is very much adorable and cute.
You sound like Sonia.
I know I do. Why? So,
Sonia Nevermind, the ultimate princess.
I'm Sonia Nevermind, the ultimate princess.
Nafty, you did not just type Neko Neko Ni.
Ah, yes, that's why we're screaming.
Because uwu is love. Uwu is life. Oh no. Uwu is life. Life even.
If uwu equals life, then life equals
Wait.
uwu.
I got this by the way.
Nico Nico ni, anata hata no Nico Nico ni, ikata taka wa isawa Nico Nico, Nico ni tobete love Nico.
I know the entire quote. Yes.
You're about to break some Nico Nico kneecaps.
If you don't put the uwus in the bag, I'm gonna break your Nico Nico caps.
Totally makes sense. Totally. I agree. I completely agree.
Hold on. How far are we into this stream? I'm gonna clip this sometime later. We're 2 hours in. I'm gonna clip this later.
Gosh.
Uwu,
You gotta
this
clip all the
may
jump
be-
scares.
What is that?
This is my solo wump now.
Okay.
This is the uwu. This is the uwu police. Put the
Uwu
uwu in the
equals
bag.
Scientology. What have we done? Aw, don't worry, sugar. I'm not going to break your Nico Nico kneecaps. I'm gonna break your Nico Nico.
Nico Nico dick too.
Okay, here we go. Back to Nazi.
Wow! How long has it been since I read the beginning? Why did I sound like Juko?
Now you're Jingle and Ashima. You don't go back and flip through the older volumes for now and then?
Wait, what's well, no, oh, you answered that. Oh no.
Hmm?
Sorry, hold on. My thing just started talking.
Chaotic language.
My headphones died.
Ooh.
Oh,
R-
I clipped it for
IP.
us.
Oh, wait, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
what if I clipped it?
I was gonna go do that after the stream.
Make him your Not really. Make him your.
You're my
have him
official
do the
clipper.
clipping. Yeah. Maybe sometime after I've already finished the series. I'm just gonna do a Junko voice for her.
Now she's Junko.
Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of different friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
Oh, it's so adorable.
Look at her!
Can you take the words off and just take a picture of that?
I think you have actually access to these. Hold on, let me look real quick.
That's really cute.
I think we have access to these real quick. Yeah, we do. Under pictures
do?
here.
Oh my goodness.
We probably don't have that picture yet because we haven't completed the
Scroll up.
scene.
Scroll up. What did I just catch? Scroll back up. Scroll. What the
Oh,
hell
this?
is it? Not that. Over. Go over.
This?
What the heck is
She bumped her head in the closet, and so we went to the vending machine and got her some apple juice, just like something cold to put on her forehead.
that? Looks so wrong if you think about it.
Why? Because of the way she's sitting?
Oh, please.
What are you thinking? Get out of here.
Look, I'm trying to be respectful, but this game is really hard to be respectful to women when they have such big melons. The one right next to it is being too tiny. Razor! Maybe they should have gotten her a bottle of water. I can't with these people. God is dead. God is.
Even though you're just watching me read.
God is dead. God, we mean instead, and we have killed him.
even though you're just watching me read.
Oh wait, that was me, sorry.
It's fine. I'm set to continue. Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else.
Oh,
I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
well, oh, that's me. That's not me.
Huh?
That's me.
You don't?
That's not. Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
I don't have any friends, okay?
Wait, Frankie, what the hell did you just clip? You know what? I'll see it later. It'd take too much time if I look at it.
I'm too afraid to look at it.
Same.
I could never get my friends to read this. I could never get my friends. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up to them without them being like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Oh?
Oh!
Hold on. You just gifted a sub to a viewer.
To notify. Notify Chan.
F you support.
Notify Chan. Did you get a sub? Notify Chan. I'm gonna.
I might have mentioned to her how you don't like people calling you Notify because she called you Notify. And now she's only gonna call you Notify. Wait. Did you just leave the chat and come back? I was wondering why your icon just disappeared for no reason.
No, I think he kicked me out and then put me
Did
back
he
in
really?
the
Naughty! Naughty! I will shoot you. I'll tell you who notified.
Yeah, because now your stream isn't up for me anymore.
We continue to realize that God is dead, as Notify abuses his powers.
But Notify, I'm sorry.
This is gorgeous. Okay, moving. Honestly,
that needs to be clipped. That one part needed to be clipped.
Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time, but it's probably harder for someone like you.
Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. I guess
Oh.
out of me if I feel so bad. Oh no! That poor little sweetums.
Superfly, thanks for the follow.
Oh my goodness.
Natsuki, no. Superfly, thanks for the follow.
At least
I
it's
appreciate
here in
it.
the club room. I'm laughing at that part. I can't. Oh my god, did he just... I think he actually clipped it.
There's so many clips in this stream. This is beautiful.
Yeah, hold on. He clipped it and then said something on the title, but I don't know what it said. Okay. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't win, can I?
Well, it's paid up in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that'll solve any of my problems.
Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? inappropriate joke about Natsuki's father, but then I realized it would be a dad joke.
The work's on you, woo woo. I'm into woo with that.
So it would be apparent.
Yeah, I flipped the page. Time passes. I couldn't tell. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I glance over at her.
Oh,
Looks like she started to
that's
fall
a
asleep.
bean.
Aww. Hey, Natsuki?
Yeah.
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey.
Y'all can now enjoy the game. No, it's okay, Razor. It's fine. We're just astonished by this glitching mess. Imagine if that's how she died. Just a
Oh,
glitchy-
jeez.
God.
Natsuki, are you okay?
They're embarrassed.
Can I see it? Okay, nope, it doesn't have anything in here either.
Oh my god, that's actually really cool. Just glitch.
Here. Malika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give blah blah blah.
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Misu. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
They all, I think. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I guess we're showing it to Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Okay, well, let's start with the thing I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things.
Start stuffing Monica's protein bar in her face. Oh god. I don't know whether that's supposed to be a sex joke.
No,
Or
it's not.
It came out like that.
It's essentially implying that, she doesn't get enough food.
Your face is stuck with concern. Your face is stuck with a concerned face. You forgot to change your face.
We're back, it's fine. In fact,
We're
I
back.
remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's why I had in mind when I was writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Ooh. You know, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours wasn't really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it! I hope you're happy.
I hope you're happy now. I hope you're proud of you would grovel in submission to feed your own ambition. Musical theater reference.
After that, like,
Dang, your poem's so whack that's bad and stuff, like trash and stuff, bro, destroyed no reply plus ratio. So Frankie said I should do lunges to stay in shape. That would be a big... Get out! Out of here! Out of my stream!
Well,
So in other words, you're saying that you liked it? Oh my god.
don't worry. I'm fine.
Natsuki's retort gets caught in your throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go around announcing it to the world that you're all important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. By the way, I don't know if we're gonna get this jump scare, but one jump scare I do remember being in this game is you see this poster behind Natsuki, right? It's either the one on the right or the one on the left, one of those two. There's like one of the jump scares, or not jump scares, it's like one of the subtle things, like when the room started suddenly tilting, you know? Where that calendar will be replaced by a picture of Sayori hanging in her room.
Oof.
I don't know if we'll get it. I don't know if it's like a randomized thing if we'll get it or not, but like, that one's spooky, man. You just see Sayori hanging in the background.
I thought you read that for once, so I had to read the words really carefully. Like, it doesn't say that.
Oh no.
When you said it, I
It's
was like,
spooky,
what?
man. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that you like my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Grr, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Okay, so it's the same poem, but you can read it because you didn't get to read this the first time.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. Ooh. Don't like that. People can try, but that's about it. Someone, right, singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth, then it's a soap up. Stop with the puns. They're funny and all. But, oh my god.
Violet's in pain.
I'm in pain with all the puns. That's what I am. Yeah. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing.
Never. What ticks the what do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in Eiffel Tower have in common? They both are parasites. That doesn't make sense.
Like a parasite is a species.
I know what a parasite is.
Yeah, and the other one is a site in Paris.
I would have wrote the words and put in bold or put in all cap Paris and then just left sites alone. So it'd be parasites, but
True.
yeah, it would have made it better. I told you that you weren't going to like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing is all philosophical,
Sophisticated?
sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing serious.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Yeah, the fucking people try. It hits you
But that's about it.
like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things that can be easily disheartening. So I decided to write about it. That sounded
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing, it just waved. That one's a good one. Remember I had to write.
Oh my
poems.
god, Frankie, I cannot believe you.
Some things, Hollywood Undead songs. Turn them in as my own work. It actually. Oh! I wouldn't do that anymore. They've actually cracked down on
Copyright?
plagiarism.
Not copyright, plagiarism, sorry. Similar concepts, not the same thing.
Yeah. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did.
I'm so happy.
I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their styles very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. In the end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds almost like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning an example and trying new things. I also hope that everybody else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if this is a rare opportunity for her, which is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't even thinking of that at all. But it took you... Huh?
That doesn't make sense, Razor. I'm reading what Razor's puns
Oh,
are.
he clips it. Like an eclipse, but like he clips it. Eclipse is on here.
Eclipse. Didn't even put an E.
Yeah, because of think of like a lunar eclipse. Oh. Yeah, it's like a moon thing. But it took you longer
Frankie,
time to read.
Thank you for bapping Razor.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think handwriting's very pretty. It's a relief. I also really like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad that you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Arisu. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically being compared to a ghost. Lingering in her past, remaining a place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul in putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it then. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you.
Oh, the only person left.
Hi, Arisu. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Risukimi. We're a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Arisu. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. Oh. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too, so take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then they always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just leaves with all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look into the bright side. Not information you should be sharing, probably, Monica. Just saying. That sounds like something Natsuki might not want people to know. Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I finally glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are there simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I was reading the chat real quickly. Sorry, I'm not really that kind of person to ask for feedback. Okay, don't worry. Thank you then. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess he said I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for a long time, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and just go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I had anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's I don't know why the music keeps sounding off to me.
It sounds a lot more fast-paced than it was the first
Well, not even that, but I feel like some of the pitches are different. I think I might be imagining it, though.
Yeah, you imagine. I've been looking in the background a lot. The only thing different is that chair.
I guess what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Stab yourself. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really don't come out to be nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
Sorry if you hear the popping noise. I'm playing with my puppet.
You're good.
I was looking for a suggestion. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Arisu liked it. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Arisu liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Take the earwigs off the girl, kick her butt. Natsuki, she disrespected you and now you're gonna...
Huh?
That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're jealous that Arisu, like, appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Arisu started showing up.
Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you.
This doesn't involve you.
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that, you really act as... Oh. As young as you look, Natsuki. Oh.
Me? Look who's talking, wannabe edgy bitch.
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
Oh my god, look at her eye. Her eye was glitching for a moment.
This didn't happen the
See?
first time they argued.
Just saying that proves my point. Oh my. Most of the people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school. You know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality by just dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge of yours, Yuri.
Oh.
My bad. You already do that, don't you? Oh my god, I feel
Did you
so
just
bad.
accuse me of cutting myself? What the F is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Arisu hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'd be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly Yuri turns towards me, as if she just noticed I was sitting there. Arisu, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. What?
Well, we decided we'd go with Natsuki, so Natsuki.
Oh my god. Wake up. Oh my goodness.
Hi!
Hi. Oh my god.
Can I help you?
Go. Away.
Hey, Arisu, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay?
What does that say?
Okay, so this is what that fast text was. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me, so of course that's going to be. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside when they're done yelling. You see, the first time they started arguing, it didn't zoom in and glitch out like that, and Sayori pretty much disbanded it by being like, Natsuki, your writing is really cute and adorable, and it's like, it's wonderful, it perfectly suits you, and Yuri, your writing is like super eloquent, and like, you know what I mean? The first time Sayori kind of disbanded it, but I guess since Sayori isn't here, they can't really figure out how to handle it.
True. Who's MC? Who's horse?
We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh. She quickly runs away. Oh, dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Arisu, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Oh?
Oh,
Somebody fed Dragoon!
Dragoon.
Thanks for feeding Dragoon, Razor.
Where did Dragoon go? Oh,
He got
eating.
fed. He got fed some meats. Num num, more chicky nuggies.
So cute.
Every time you feed him, it makes him really happy. Like if you look at his little companion, if he's not fed for long enough, it'll get really angry and stuff. So thanks for keeping him happy.
How do you feed him?
It's on the stream, like in the left corner.
Oh, is it bits? Oh, it's bits. Okay.
Yeah. You feed. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. I misheard what you had asked. I heard how did you see him?
No, I said how could you feed
You
him?
use bits, or for me, I can use credits by just being active on Twitch.
Nice.
Yeah. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Arisu. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I really don't have much of a choice, do I?
I forgot today was Friday.
Yeah.
I completely forgot. I thought it was Sunday.
No, I work tomorrow.
I'm so used to recording on weekends.
I'm sorry for causing trouble, but...
She glitched out.
Okay, I guess we're writing our next poem. Fun, games, bliss, clouds, marshmallow, kitty, silly, candy, strawberry, date. Oh, that's her. Shiny. Oh, I clicked something in accident, but it worked. It's fine. Jump.
Oh, what's that?
Okay.
Oh my.
I guess we're doing bubbles. Sing.
Oh.
Cheer. Charm. Giggle. Cute. Sayori?
What?
Are you?
Another day passes. It's time for the meeting.
Okay, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting again. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Oh
If that's
my.
the usual scene, I'm a bit concerned.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Arisu. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little bit. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think that we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you're considering and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Arisu, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little brighter with you around, and... sorry, what am I saying right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monica?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Ma'am, Yuri, I guess you haven't either.
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calm Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know this is stupid, but I can't help worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So,
Yuri, what the hell are you talking about? Sorry. Did you do something yesterday?
Eh?
Jeez. Whatever is on in your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But...
I'll accept your apology anyway if it makes you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear that since I was always afraid of you hating me, secretly hating me, or something like that. Yeah.
Odd, but okay. No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Then, well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was.
I was not. What took you so long anyway?
Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not very good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Arisu. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyways. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Arisu? Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting on me. After we finished yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Okay. So what's the story about anyway? Just brush it off, it's fine. Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov, with an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them. Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. But anyways, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Arisu? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories too, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and recluse from the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. And suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, my whole body... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. So her body gets what? Did that glitch to say?
I didn't read it.
I couldn't read it fast enough either.
Yeah.
And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yuri?
What?
She just glitched out and looked creepy and everything.
Oh my.
Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, is it fine if I sit here? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not really looking at her own book. I glance over. It's like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just...
Make fuck about you bathing?
What about bathing in my body heat? Excuse me?
What?
It said I was thinking about bathing in your body heat?
Wow.
Yuri? Can we... Huh? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I really don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in a way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under the thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready?
Oh my goodness,
Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Volition. Wow, Yuri getting comfortable. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses everything she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't even know why it came to my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing's a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands to her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Amisu? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. What are you guys putting in chat here with that? Oh, it's William. Yo, what's up? Yuri does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back in my bag. I guess we're going Natsuki first. Didn't mean to click that, sorry.
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. And then again, if this was any good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed.
Well, I guess I wanted to try something different this time.
Fair fair enough. You're still new to this. So I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away.
I would have expected her to be a bit happier about it, because we tried to aim it towards her, didn't we?
Oh no, I'm not excited for what's coming. That's what, Synrex said?
Starix, probably? I'm concerned as well.
Same. I mean, everyone in the club writes really different from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you spend some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything.
Aww.
Still, you should at least look over my poem. You probably learned something from it. Scribble, 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 scribble.
Can't say that I'm learning much from this, Natsuki. I hate to say it.
Arisu, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for so long.
Aww.
It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her.
Oh, I know what this is. I remember this.
Are you listening to me? Yuri's a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. What is homosexual? Okay. You don't hate me, Arisu, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want me to go
Oh my
home
god.
crying?
I remember this.
The club is the only place where I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. Why is she bleeding? She's crying blood.
Uh-huh.
It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Oh my god, that crooked smile. Wow. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, but that bitch went.
She's sick.
Yeah.
So, Monica, how's our poem looking today?
You're not busy. You check.
Hi again.
Notify once you to check Discord when you're not busy.
Oh, check Discord. Okay, hold on.
Not when you're not now, but after. When you're not busy.
Okay. Okay, it's after the stream. Don't worry about it. Hi again. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Arisu. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It was really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It sounds like they think I wrote for Yuri. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not fair. Well, I guess it worked. Anyway. Yeah, but we totally wrote for Natsuki. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind...
Natsuki is alive anymore.
I mean, her neck did snap 90 degrees to the right. That kind of does, off people. Sometimes I feel Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean it as a bad thing, though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think she just gets too stimulated. She ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri? I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize.
Dead, no problem.
We still have time, plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took the time you needed. Alright, thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to meet Brand poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful blurs. Flashing, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating thorns, squeaking screech, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a board on a turntable, like playing a knife on a beating rib cage. Bliss of meaningless. Delete her.
I don't like the way that poem was going.
I don't either. Sorry, I know it's a bit kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when. Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
She just fourth wall broke.
Yep. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there's some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. A rotating reel, turning on an axle, grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic green gearbox. Expanding universe. The controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. A god proving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks for every second. A bulkhead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devoting prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bulkhead. Breathing ship. Breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing real. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we please pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Sure, let's read it. Here, do you want to read this one, too?
Yeah, I can read it. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there were girls who liked him very much. They spent time together, and she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contraction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time.
So is this calling Sayori killing herself a joke?
No, I think they're calling Sayori a joke for killing herself.
Whew, okay, that isn't dark at all.
What do you guys think?
What do people think?
This?
Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something to go over today, so if everyone could come sit in front of the room.
This is about the festival.
By the way, I know we only have 10 minutes left in the stream. I'm just going to continue until this chapter ends, whether that ends a bit earlier or after the stream. I hope that's okay.
That's fine.
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll all just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting a new member.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively since Amisu joined, and we've started some club activities, but this isn't time for us to be complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival's our only real chance to find more, you know?
So, what's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Arisu?
Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Arisu to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no or to anything.
Are you muffly?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure that you were aware.
Yeah,
Oh.
no. I have my blanket over my mouth.
Oh, that's okay.
Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined with other people in mind? Yuri never talked until Arisu joined. As for me, I just get better. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Arisu isn't even passionate about the literature in the first place. That's everyone. Sorry, but you're really one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're the president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Aw. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Arisu and Yuri want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I probably would be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation... no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Arisu, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all of this anyway? What if starting the club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest, it's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place to feel nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with a club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me.
Aw, Natsuki.
And now Monica wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Arisu. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one? I mean, at least for a little time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki? Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Oh, God. Hi! Yuri! Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Oh my God. Nobody would cry if she killed herself.
I smell the wrong side of the doing coming soon.
I should do my best to consider everybody's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Arisu? What do you want to get out of this club? You repeats the same question as Monica. I decided to give an indirect answer. It's better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what'll end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri? Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica? I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go, Arisu? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Arisu before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yor looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew, things have been a little bit hectic, haven't they? Arisu, I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. Oh? I feel like I'm responsible for that, as president. And I really do care about you, you know?
Oh my.
I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know? Sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird. Because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk to you about. Things I know only you could understand, so that's why— Wait, not yet! No, stop it! Okay, let's take a look at the things that we've unlocked first, real quick.
Oh my.
By the way, these are some of the poems that you missed the first time, Violet. This is, I believe this was Yuri's, one of Yuri's. This was Sayori's. This was Natsuki's. Natsuki's was the same. And this was Yuri's second one, I believe.
Oof.
Not Yuri, sorry, Natsuki.
Yeah, Angie, we're doing well. We're doing okay.
But yeah, essentially these are everything. I want to test something real quick. Where's that poem that was glitched out? Not that.
I think it... No, it wasn't that.
Will it be down here somewhere? Do I not get a screenshot of it?
No, that was... No, I don't think you did.
Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Aw, look, it's Natsuki.
Oh. Just kidding.
Oh. So those are all the pictures we got, and we got some new music as well. So, oh.
Mac.
That noise.
Go. Sorry, my
Oops, I didn't know that would close the entire thing. I probably should have seen that coming. So guys, this has been a fun time, a sad time, disturbing time, but a fun time nonetheless. I hope you guys had fun watching and hanging out with us. It's been a good 3 hours. I'm still crying. I'm still crying on my avatar because Sayori. Sayori. Here, I'll stop crying for the sake of the stream here if I can click the right thing. Oh, it doesn't work on Streamlabs, right? Hold on. Wrong button. Wrong button. Still wrong button. There we go. Okay, so, I hope you guys had fun with us, and, I can definitely assure to you that I had fun. Violet, did you have fun?
Oh, I had fun. It was really, really fun.
So, yeah, I'll be putting in the chat a link to the official Discord for Variety TV. It's called the Comfy Corner, and if you want to, hang out with any of us, feel free to hop in there at any time. I'm going to plug this just a little bit. I don't have a link prepared for it, but Violet here is actually from a group that and her voice acting. She and I voice acted in this group called Danganronpa Characters Play and Danganronpa Academy Resurrected. You can probably search it up on Google if you guys are interested in that at all.
Or YouTube. You can search it up on YouTube.
On YouTube. Did I not say YouTube?
Yeah, no, you said Google.
Oh, sorry, I meant YouTube. You can search it up on Google if you're interested at all in hearing her and me voice acted in somewhere else as well. So, yeah, I believe that is all that I have to say right now. Violet, do you have anything you want to say to everybody?
No.
Alrighty.
Sure you summed it all up.
Alright then, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us, and goodbye.